Just wanted to put this quick message out there for anybody who might need to hear it, man. Cause I don't know, man. I'm just feeling kind of just annoyed at the way Israel acting right now in general. But wearing fringes, keeping the Sabbath, all the different commandments we're told to keep. Not eating pork. That's the easy stuff. You know, but doing those things alone doesn't make you any better than anybody else. Just see a lot of hasty judgment. Just see a lot of nasty rhetoric toward people who they don't even know. Um, First and foremost, we have to have a heart to want to serve the Most High in ways deeper than just directly the commandments. And to know the Most High and to understand what it is we're actually dealing with here in this world in terms of the spiritual battles we're all facing. So um, I just want to give an example, right? So there was an event I went to a couple years ago, and the brother, hey, it was the Hebrews brothers wearing fringes, the whole get up. I'm pretty sure he could recite uh, the entire Torah and all the prophets and everything. And they were serving food, and they were outside, and so a homeless man comes up, and he's like, "Yo, man, I'm really hungry. Can you give me some food?" And immediately I knew this was a test from the Most High for the brother serving the food. So I'm just sitting back because I'm in line waiting for my food, and I'm looking at the situation just to see what he's gonna do. And that brother, he didn't want to do it. It was clear he didn't want to do it. And this is somebody, we're charged to love our neighbor and love each other as we love ourselves. But this brother was more worried about losing out on $5, which is probably how much I think that's how much it was of some wings. And he didn't even give him a full order of wings. It was just a couple wings, like maybe three wings. He was more worried about losing out on that $5 than to help his brother eat for the day. And we're supposed to be knowledgeable about this system we're in, right? And we're supposed to know that this money is fake. We're supposed to know that this scarcity mindset, it doesn't work. You know, if we really want to change as a people, why are we fretting over $5 to help somebody eat? I'm not gonna tell nobody how to run their business. I get it. We all need to. We all got bills. We all have to exist in this system in one way or another, as it is right now. And I'm praying to Yah every day that that'll change. But while we're here, you know, if you got $5 to spare, give $5 to your hungry brother who just looking for a meal. Man, they ain't even got no home to go back to. Probably ain't got no family to just. He saw a bunch of people that looked like they were having a good, fun-loving time, and they were serving food, and he thought he would go over and try to get something to eat because he was hungry. And in that moment, the brother, he like I said, he eventually gave him the food, but not without the why do I have to do this? I get it. It's just like you feel like you wanted to make as much profit as you could. But why not look at it differently? Why not consider that a tithe? We always talking about tithing. And for those who still go to church, tithing was, first of all, tithing was not a money thing. And it wasn't meant for, to prop up a church. Um, tithing was to help feed the Levites who didn't have a portion of their own. They didn't keep, they didn't keep storehouses of food. They didn't have money. They didn't have their own thing going on. Their entire purpose was to fulfill the service of the temple. So all the Israelites would gather their food, 10% of the whatever their food with crops, or if they had sheep or cattle, they would bring them to the Levites, and the Levites would use that to eat, and that would be how they would be able to sustain and keep the temple going. And so from the beginning, tithing it was a food based charity, you know, and so if you really want to tithe that way. Just be like, okay, well, whatever 10% of profits I make today, if somebody, if somebody comes up asking for something to eat, I'll just give it to them. That's my tithe. I don't, there's no specific way to do it in this day and age, man. Like, I tithe in certain ways that I don't talk about to anybody or broadcast over social media, but I do tithe in various ways. It doesn't always have to be money. It doesn't always have to be food, but that is mostly those are two of the biggest ways you can help. It could be your time, it could be your energy, it could be your skills, whatever other resources you have to offer. Don't ever forget that charity covers a multitude of sins. So if you don't have a generous spirit, but you're over here judging everybody else for every little thing they do, because they're not doing it 100% by the book or 100% the way you would do it because you have a different understanding or whatever, just know that, I mean, if you're not going to be a happy giver, then none of that stuff matters. So just remember that. I just wanted to put that quick message out there. People gotta. I understand the day and age we're in, man. It's a lot of tension. It's a lot of tension. Um, Money is more expensive than ever. The cost of living is more expensive than ever. You know, but we really got to get past this money thing, man, and get back to, especially Israel. I get it from the rest of the world. I get it from the rest of the world, but Israel, man, we got to get away from this scarcity mindset because that's not what we were made. That's not how we were taught to be. I mean, that was never how the Most High intended this thing to be. So, um, yeah, that's all I got to say about that. I don't know how much more to say. Don't want to keep rambling, so we got to change. Shalom.